Welcome back to the channel. So today I've got another M5 competition. So this one is in what they call individual Aventurin Red. It's not really an individual color. It's sort of semi-individual, sort of like you'd think of Tanzanite or Drive It Gray. So I think it's a $1,900 or so option on the M5 competition. So we have another Aventurin Red in the M550i guys. But decided to play around with some of the individual colors here, or some individual colors with the M5 comps. Also, I originally had the 863M wheels on this car, but those were removed before it got to us to try and sell this car to a client. So those options another, $6,000 or so. So it can get a little bit pricey, but I think those 863s will look really good with this Aventurin Red. However, I've got them on the Hockenheim Silver M5 competition that we have coming in probably within about 6 weeks or so. So, what's there to say about the M5 competition that has already been said on this channel? Not much. So you don't know, it's got the S63 twin turbo V8 engine on there with 617 horsepower, as well as 553 pound-feet of torque. So sorry, video might be a little bit shaky today. There's something going on with my gimbal here. So we've got the M Sport exhaust, which sounds pretty good. You got some burbles, although not as many as previous year's models. So I know the 2020 and 2019 models sounded really great. It's like gunfire back shots, but those are basically gone. It's much more subdued in terms of the amount of burbles that are coming out of that car, out of the exhaust. But still pretty good. So competition model gets you blacked out everything. I think we did add the carbon fiber spoiler on here. Not the Pro one or the big gurney flap. But the Aventurin Red color I think looks rather stunning on this car. It's sort of more of a burgundy and heading towards, say, a purple, a shade of purple than it is outright red. So you got the metallic flaking that brings out that gorgeous color. So let's take a look at the interior that goes along with this gorgeous Aventurin Red. Alright, so you got the door open. As you can see, this is an Aragon brown, sort of a brighter brown, not quite as dark as, say, a mocha. I think it's in the cognac range, maybe a little bit darker than cognac. And you have these little black inserts in the seats, the infamous or famous M5 seats. Good bolstering, but it does look gorgeous. I think it goes really well with the Aventurin Red. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, so let's take a look on the inside in the cabin. All right, so as you can see, we opted for the assisted driving professional package on this car, as well as the exec package and the Bowers & Wilkins. You can see the Bowers & Wilkins sound system as well. We got the parking assistant package with the 360 view as well as the top-down view. So I think that's a really good feature to have. I screwed up when I was talking about the M550 and the digital climate control buttons here. These are actually digital. This is why I remember. I thought just being a little bit dumb. I believe these are also on the G12 7 series. So you got some basically screens here. So a little quirk or feature, if you will, that now the Ferrari SF90 has. We had it first. Just kidding. Who cares? All right, so gone are the individual buttons to adjust steering, chassis, and engine. Now you got a setup button, which basically is borrowed from the M8 competition. And then you've got M mode, which helps you go between street, sport, and track. So track is included with the competition model. It's not the case with the M3, M4. All right, so M mode gets you, again, road, sport, and track. One press gets you sport. It reduces those driving assistance and as well as the driving assistance professional package. And then press once and keep pressed to get you the track mode. That's going to turn off all the driver assistance packages as well. You go activate track. You notice that little green shield around your intelligent safety features button is gone. That means all those systems are off, so no frontal collision, side collision, etc. Those were all disabled. All right, so go back to sport mode. Now sport mode gets you a slightly different instrument panel. So you get the tachometer on the sides here, which I think is a pretty good idea. Looks pretty good. And then the heads-up display is also in that sport display. So you got the track feature here. So you got the tachometer displayed in front of you. So hopefully you can see that in the video. But maybe we should do a few revs. So I've got this thing warmed up. It is in the highest settings possible. So let's give it a few revs here. All right, so let's take a quick walk around. All right, so we'll take a quick walk around the M5 Comp in Aventurin Red once more before we say goodbye. Let us know what you think of the color. And if you had a choice of colors to get, including individual, how would you spec your ultimate M5 Comp? All right, that's it.